Hari Om. First of all, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers in the room as well as those tuned into YouTube. Welcome. Welcome to the graduation ceremony for the 12th graders. My name is Madhav Durpa. I'm the teacher for the 12th graders at CMA. Today is a very special day to see these youngsters graduate. I've seen them all the way from kindergarten going all the way to 12th grade, and it's very gratifying to see that. And also today happens to be a special day. Today is the 106th birth anniversary of Gurudev Swami Chinmayanandaji, and we are celebrating that as well. So with that, I just want to give you a run-through of the program for today. So we will start with Gurupadaka Puja, led by Jyoti ji and performed by our graduating students, Akshay Kumar and Shobhini Palaniyappan. And then all the teachers will recite the Vedic blessings from Taittiriya Upanishad, or Sishyanusasana. And Jyoti ji will give us an interpretation of that, of what we chant, and the significance of Sishyanusasana. And then Raghuji, our own Acharya, Raghuji will give us, give the blessings to the youngsters. And also he will call upon a very special couple to honor them today for their contributions to Chinmaya Mission Atlanta. And they will also offer their blessings to the graduates. And then we'll have a very special presentation that Neetaji has prepared. That's going to be a surprise. And then I will introduce the students. I will say a few words. And then the students will share their thoughts and their experiences of their journey through Chinmaya Mission and Chinmaya Niketan. And then the parents as well. And one of our graduated seniors is here, and she will be called upon as well to say a few words. Then we will sing the graduation song that was penned by Swamiji Tejomayanandaji. And then we will move on to the segment of the presentations for the annual day, all the way from 9th graders to 12th graders, and Sumati ji will present that. And then we'll do the aarti, we'll cut, the graduates will cut cake, and we'll have a photo session followed by dinner. Sounds like a plan?
Yes.
Okay, with that, with no further delay, let's start with the Gurupadaka Puja. Jyoti ji.
Hari Om, everyone. Hari Om. Can you hear me clearly? Yes.
Have a photo session.
Hari Om, Hari Om. No. It's not coming through the mic.
Mic is not catching.
Hari Om.
I think the mic needs to be active.
Right.
Hari Om.
Okay.
Good. Yes. So Hari Om, everyone, and welcome to our triple celebration. So first of all, very special Happy Mother's Day greetings to all mothers and fathers and children, because you can't be a mother without any of those components. So Happy Mother's Day to everyone. Today is our Puja Gurudev Jayanti, celebrating the life of our Swami Chinmayanandaji. And what better way to celebrate it than seeing the materialization of one of his main dreams, our Sanatana Dharma being passed on to the next generation, and how beautifully they carry it. Look at them in their kurta and sari, very upstandingly carrying our Sanatana Dharma. So today we celebrate our graduates, we celebrate Puja Gurudev Jayanti, we celebrate, all of us as a CMA family, our Mother's Day. So happy, happy day to everyone. It's going to be a day of offering devotion to Puja Gurudev, singing songs, graduates giving sentiments. So a day of songs, sentiments, and devotion. So please join with us and let's begin our wonderful program together. So we begin with puja. So we'll all chant Om 3 times together. Sahana Bhavatu. And we'll begin. Offering flowers and the feet of Puja Gurudev at the padukas. Puja Gurudev said that flowers represents love. So with each flower that we offer, they offer the flower, you offer your love. Yes? Group effort. So we begin now with each chanting of Namaha. You can offer a flower and petal in Gurudev's padukas.
Everybody has the book. It is on page number 18.
So I'll chant and everyone can repeat also. So we all chant together. Everyone has their page? Om Ajaya Namaha. Om Avyayaya Namaha. Om Avinashine Namaha. Om Achintyaya Namaha. Om Aprameyaya Namaha. Om Advitiyaya Namaha. Om Aniketaya Namaha. Om Anushasana Priyaya Namaha. Om अन्तस्साक्षिणे नमः ॐ अन्तर्यामिने नमः ॐ आनन्दाय नमः ॐ आत्मस्वरूपाय नमः ॐ आङ्ग्लभाषाविदुत्तमाय नमः ॐ ईश्वराय नमः ॐ उदारहृदयाय नमः ॐ उत्साहवर्धकाय नमः ॐ एकस्मै नमः ॐ ओङ्कारविदे नमः ॐ करुणासागराय नमः ॐ कर्मपरायणाय नमः ॐ कालातीताय नमः ॐ कैवल्यस्वरूपाय नमः ॐ कृतात्मने नमः ॐ कृतकृत्याय नमः ॐ गीताज्ञानप्रचारकाय नमः ॐ गीताज्ञानयज्ञप्रचारकाय नमः ॐ गुरवे नमः ॐ गुणातीताय नमः ॐ ग्रन्थकृते नमः ॐ चिन्मयाय नमः ॐ छिन्नसंशयाय नमः ॐ जगदात्मने नमः ॐ जगत्साक्षिणे नमः ॐ जनप्रियाय नमः ॐ जितेन्द्रियाय नमः ॐ जीवब्रह्मैक्यविदे नमः ॐ जीवन्मुक्ताय नमः ॐ जीर्णमन्दिरोद्धारकाय नमः ॐ तपोवनशिष्याय नमः ॐ तपस्विने नमः ॐ तापनाशनाय नमः ॐ तीर्थस्वरूपाय नमः ॐ तेजस्विने नमः ॐ देहातीताय नमः ॐ द्वन्द्वातीताय नमः ॐ दृढनिश्चयाय नमः ॐ धर्मसंस्थापकाय नमः ॐ धीमते नमः ॐ धीराय नमः ॐ धैर्यप्रदाय नमः ॐ नारायणाय नमः ॐ निजानन्दाय नमः ॐ निरपेक्षाय नमः ॐ निःस्पृहाय नमः ॐ निरुपमाय नमः ॐ ॐ निर्विकल्पाय नमः
ॐ निर्विकल्पाय नमः
ॐ नित्याय नमः
ॐ नित्याय नमः
ॐ निरञ्जनाय नमः
ॐ निरञ्जनाय नमः
ॐ परमाय नमः
ॐ परमाय नमः
ॐ परब्रह्मणे नमः
ॐ परब्रह्मणे नमः
ॐ पावनाय नमः
ॐ पावनाय नमः
ॐ पावकाय नमः
ॐ पावकाय नमः
ॐ पुरुषोत्तमाय नमः
ॐ पुरुषोत्तमाय नमः
ॐ प्रसन्नात्मने नमः
ॐ प्रसन्नात्मने नमः
ॐ फलासक्तिरहिताय नमः
ॐ फलासक्तिरहिताय नमः
ॐ बहुभक्ताय नमः
ॐ बहुभक्ताय नमः
ॐ बन्धमोचकाय नमः
ॐ बन्धमोचकाय नमः
ॐ ब्रह्मनिष्ठाय नमः
ॐ ब्रह्मनिष्ठाय नमः
ॐ ब्रह्मपराय नमः
ॐ ब्रह्मपराय नमः
ॐ भयनाशनाय नमः
ॐ भयनाशनाय नमः
ॐ भारतगौरवाय नमः
ॐ भारतगौरवाय नमः
ॐ भूम्ने नमः
ॐ भूम्ने नमः
ॐ महावाक्योपदेशकाय नमः
ॐ महावाक्योपदेशकाय नमः
ॐ महर्षये नमः
ॐ महर्षये नमः
ॐ मधुरस्वभावाय नमः
ॐ मधुरस्वभावाय नमः
ॐ मनोहराय नमः
ॐ मनोहराय नमः
ॐ महात्मने नमः
ॐ महात्मने नमः
ॐ मेधाविने नमः
ॐ मेधाविने नमः
ॐ यतात्मने नमः
ॐ यतात्मने नमः
ॐ यज्ञकृते नमः
ॐ यज्ञकृते नमः
ॐ लोकप्रसिद्धाय नमः
ॐ लोकप्रसिद्धाय नमः
ॐ वाग्मिने नमः
ॐ वाग्मिने नमः
ॐ विभवे नमः
ॐ विभवे नमः
ॐ विनोदप्रियाय नमः
ॐ विनोदप्रियाय नमः
ॐ विनयशीलाय नमः
ॐ विनयशीलाय नमः
ॐ वीतरागाय नमः
ॐ वीतरागाय नमः
ॐ वेदान्तवेद्याय नमः
ॐ वेदान्तवेद्याय नमः
ॐ शान्ताय नमः
ॐ शान्ताय नमः
ॐ शान्तिप्रदाय नमः
ॐ शान्तिप्रदाय नमः
ॐ शास्त्रोद्धारकाय नमः
ॐ शास्त्रोद्धारकाय नमः
ॐ शुद्धसत्त्वाय नमः
ॐ शुद्धसत्त्वाय नमः
ॐ श्रुतिपारकाय नमः
ॐ श्रुतिपारकाय नमः
ॐ श्रोत्रियाय नमः
ॐ श्रोत्रियाय नमः
ॐ सन्न्यासिने नमः
ॐ सन्न्यासिने नमः
ॐ समबुद्धये नमः
ॐ समबुद्धये नमः
ॐ सच्चिदानन्दाय नमः
ॐ सच्चिदानन्दाय नमः
ॐ सर्वहितचिन्तकाय नमः
ॐ सर्वहितचिन्तकाय नमः
ॐ सत्यसङ्कल्पाय नमः
ॐ सत्यसङ्कल्पाय नमः
ॐ सन्तुष्टाय नमः
ॐ सन्तुष्टाय नमः
ॐ साधवे नमः
ॐ साधवे नमः
ॐ सुमनसे नमः
ॐ सुमनसे नमः
ॐ सुहृदे नमः
ॐ सुहृदे नमः
ॐ स्वयं ज्योतिषे नमः
ॐ स्वयं ज्योतिषे नमः
ॐ स्थितप्रज्ञाय नमः
ॐ स्थितप्रज्ञाय नमः
ॐ क्षमाशीलाय नमः
ॐ क्षमाशीलाय नमः
ॐ ज्ञानमूर्तये नमः
ॐ ज्ञानमूर्तये नमः
ॐ ज्ञानयोगिने नमः
ॐ ज्ञानयोगिने नमः
ॐ ज्ञानतृप्ताय नमः
ॐ ज्ञानतृप्ताय नमः
ॐ नित्यशुद्धबुद्धमुक्तस्वरूपाय नमः
ॐ नित्यशुद्धबुद्धमुक्तस्वरूपाय नमः
ॐ नित्य Nityashuddha Buddha Mukta Swarupaya Namaha.
Om Nityashuddha Buddha Mukta Swarupaya Namaha.
Om Nityashuddha Buddha Mukta Swarupaya Namaha.
Om Nityashuddha Buddha Mukta Swarupaya Namaha.
Now you take all of the flowers that's left. Keep one flower aside. Keep all of yours, all of it in your hands. And with this last name, we're going to chant. You imagine you're offering all of your love and devotion at the feet of Puja Gurudev. Everyone bring that image and that strength of Puja Gurudev into your heart. Everything that he's given us for all of this time. And on this Puja Gurudev Jayanti, we'll offer this last name, all of our devotion. Om Shri Chinmaya Satgurave Namaha. Offer all of our love at the feet of Puja Gurudev. Shri Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. So now we'll offer Naivedyam also. That one flower that you had left, now you dip it in the water and you just sprinkle over the Naivedyam. Om Naivedyam Grihyatam Deva Bhaktim Mehya Chalam Kuru Ipsitam Me Varam Dehi Nityatripta Namostute. Om Bhurbhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarehem Bhargo Devasya Dhirmahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Now you offer pranayam. So each finger from the full finger. You all know how to do this. You've done so many pujas throughout your Bhavni history. So you offer right hand. Actually, also you'll have to sort of do upside down. Yeah. Om Pranaya Swaha. Om Apanaya Swaha. Om Vyanaya Swaha. Om Samanaya Swaha. Om Udanaya Swaha. Om Brahmane Namaha. So we offer our love, and then we offer food. What better way to show our love? So with this simple Paduka Puja Archana we've done, we've honored our Puja Gurudev. Now we go on to honoring our graduates. So I'll pass on to Madhavji.
Hari Om. If all the teachers could come here and line up, we are going to do the Sishyanusasana, the convocation address from Taittiriya Upanishad. First we will do the chant together. Jyotiji will lead us again, and we will do it together, and then Jyotiji will give the interpretation. You're not blocking the TV. You can come here. You can come closer. So you can even stand here. Yeah, that's perfect. Please.
Sashi and Srinivani.
Yeah, we'll have few more lines. Go around. Yeah, Jyotiji will.
Ready? Graduates, you listen. This is our address to you. Then you have to translate what we say. It's all that's up. Okay.
Vedavanushashayon devasinam anushasti satyam vada dharmam chara swadhyayan ma pramadah acharyaya priyam dhanamahritya prajatantum ma vyavachesi satyanna pramaditavyam dharmanna pramaditavyam kushalanna pramaditavyam भूत्यैन प्रमदितव्यम् स्वाध्याय प्रवचनाभ्यां न प्रमदितव्यम् देवपितृकार्याभ्यां न प्रमदितव्यम् मातृदेवो भव पितृदेवो भव आचार्यदेवो भव अतिथिदेवो भव यान्यनवद्यानि कर्माणि तानि सेवितव्यानि नो इतराणि यान्यस्माकं सुचरितानि तानि त्वयोपास्यानि नो इतराणि एके चास्मच्छ्रेया पुंसो ब्राह्मणाः तेषां त्वयासनेन प्रश्वसितव्यम् श्रद्धया ध्येयम् अश्रद्धया ध्येयम् श्रिया ध्येयम् ह्रिया ध्येयम् भिया ध्येयम् संविदा ध्येयम् अत यदि ते कर्म विचिकित्सा वा वृत्तविचिकित्सा वा स्यात् ये तत्र ब्राह्मणाः संवर्षिणः युक्ता आयुक्ताः अलूक्षा धर्मकामाः स्युः यथा ते तत्र वर्तेरन् तथा तत्र वर्तेथाः अथाभ्याः ख्यातेषु ये तत्र ब्राह्मणाः संवर्षिणः युक्ता आयुक्ताः अलूक्षा धर्मकामाः स्युः यथा ते तेषु वर्तेरन् तथा तेषु वर्तेताः एष आदेशः एष उपदेशः एषा वेदोपनिषत् एतदनुशासनम् एवमुपासितव्यम् एवमुचैतदुपास्यम् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
Everybody stand like that. 1 second, Jyoti ji. What happened to the roses? If I did, I couldn't see it. Happy Mother's Day. You're the mother already. Yes. Happy Mother's Day. You give it to your mother. Say Happy Mother's Day. Give it to your mom. You got it. I think you had to get it from me too. Oh, okay. Happy birthday. I get it.
Wait. I think the teachers can say.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day. Meena.
Is everyone afraid of the middle person? What has just been chanted is a Taittiriya Upanishad convocation address, which has been passed down from gurus to their students for eons, for ages. But what does it mean? The Shishya Anushasanam begins with the instruction. Vedamanuchya charyonte vasinam anushasti. That anushasti. You are now instructed, optimistically instructed. She's like, yeah, that's better. Optimistically instructed, our noble graduates, as you head off into your bright future. You're instructed by Vedam, Anuchya, Acharya. By Vedas and Acharya. Means by scriptures and by your teachers, who have actually both seen you through all of these years of Bhavya. Both scriptures and Vedas have lovingly held your hands and guided you from that little naughty boy that started so many years ago, actually, or that tiny, shy but sweet little girl that started so many years ago, Shobhini, all the way through your evolution, all of these years, into this confident, brilliant, morally upstanding, socio-spiritual, academic individuals, which you have all blossomed into today. They all stood here and holding those memories in their hearts, they conveyed to you all the selfless and supreme instructions which are interwoven into that Taittiriya Upanishad convocation address. This same decree has been imparted by the masters of yore to their noble students as they left their ashram to go off and face the world. Those instructions have been preserved in pristine purity through so many thousands of years and are passed on to you all today. Because even though time has passed and times have changed, societal structures reform, technology progresses, and professions metamorphosize with that. But despite all of these changes, despite all of that, within every single human being, there is something that does not change, despite all of the time. Because it sits at your core, because it's what makes you human, a nobler being. And what's that? Your sense of morality, your dedication to duty, that yearning within to live your best life and to fulfill your dynamic and unique duty in this vast and divine universe. At our core, every single one of us is searching for that purpose. And we hope dearly that we get to be the ones that live a life and say, I did it. I found my purpose. I lived my dream and I did it with poise, with integrity. I am fulfilled. This Shishyanushasana, which they chanted, are the instructions, the roadmap to finding yourself to that destination. And that is why this has been given to you at this point in life, at this crossroads where you're about to enter into your life on your own. So what wisdom did the Supreme Masters of the past choose these wonderful teachers to pass on to you? They said, Satyam vada, dharmam chara, swadhyayaan ma pramadaha. That no matter what comes your way in the future, Satyam vada, dharmam chara. Hold on to your truth and walk in dharma. Do not compromise your principles. that satyam, that truth, that dharma, that sense of righteous conduct, which they have all imparted on you over these years of Balvihar. Satyan na pramaditavyam. Dharman na pramaditavyam. Let that take firm root in you and let it be unshakable. Never go against your inner self. No matter what comes, be true to your inner self as your journey unfolds. But as you progress towards your goal, don't forget where you came from. Deva pitra karyabhyam na pramaditavyam matra devo bhava pitra devo bhava acharya devo bhava atithi devo bhava. Never forget your parents and your teachers. Never forget your prayers. Those are what have built you up into the person that you are today, this successful individual. Don't neglect them. No matter what comes, find that balance where you include both into your life. Know how to have that healthy balance of who and what you used to engage and what is to be engaged from here forward. Never disregard those who have helped you build your foundation. Hacking at your own foundation is never a wise idea, right? Your own structure itself will collapse. Keep them all in your hearts as you go forward. The final and third piece of advice, which I'll extract from this Shishya Ushasana, says, Yanyavadyani karmani tani sevitavyani no itarani. It says, very pertinent for your college life, let only those actions which are free from blemish be performed by you. Means, be wary of temptations. Ensure that your decisions and your actions are irreproachable. But even the rishis knew, as your parents know, life isn't always that straightforward. This you will discover, even more if you haven't yet. So the rishis also gave advice on that. That should the situation arise where there is uncertainty regarding the right conduct, the right approach, then what should you do? Athayadite karma vichikitsa vritta vichikitsa syat. If this should happen, then brahmana samarshinaha. You seek out those amongst you of wise disposition. Look amongst you for those who you have seen in your own personal experience display that thoughtful impartiality when making discerning decisions to the situations that face you. Those that from your personal experience stand on the foundation of dharma, because they can help you to do the right thing in the right way. And both of these are essential. Sometimes you say, I did the right thing, why didn't it work out? You didn't do it the right way. You can shout the right thing at someone, they're not going to listen to you. It's still the right thing. So the warning in this is be careful of your company and choose who you take advice from wisely. Let it be the ones who can guide you to do the right thing in the right way. And if by chance you cannot find them amongst your peers out there, if by chance you are unable to contact those here who have helped to build you to this level, if by chance you are unable to find that wise counsel, then what do? You find it in yourself. We have equipped you with all of the tools of a noble character, upstanding morale, and a brilliant mind. Make us proud. We know that you have everything that you need in you. Now you believe in you, and you live your life. We wish you all the best. Esha adeshah, Esha upadeshah, Esha vedopanishad. This is the teaching. These are the commandments, the secrets of Vedas. Live it now. We believe in you.
Thank you, Jyoti ji, for such a wonderful address and interpretation. I don't know about you all, I was sitting there. As much as it is addressed to the two graduates here, I felt like it was addressed to me. I find myself at the juncture at any given moment of the path of the righteous and path of the temptation. And I still try to pick the right path. Sometimes I fail, but it's a nice reminder that we should all be striving towards that. Once again, wonderful Jyoti ji. With that, I'd like to request Acharya Dr. Raghuji to come and say a few words.
Hello. Shobini Kalyanappa and Akshay Kumar. Congratulations. You are to be congratulated not because you are graduating, okay, that automatically happens as the years pass, but because you did not quit in the middle like many other students did. That is called tapas. Okay. That you persisted and you continued along. And this kind of tapas will help you all your life. If you practice that, any action you take, you complete it. Okay. However, hardships come in your life, obstacles come in your life, Bhagavan will help you. At the same time, I need to congratulate the parents also for bringing the children from this little childhood every year, every Sunday, and patiently and giving this wonderful knowledge of the dharma and gnana for our children. What we have learned all through these various grades of Bal Vihar, as Chinmayana Swamiji has said, learn the values with fun, to delight like the moon and shine like the sun. For this, I need to thank all the teachers for taking this time every Sunday, dedicating your time and coming and teaching the children and continuing to do that year after year. Once you are a member of the Chinmaya mission, you are a member for life. Okay. As you know, the learning never ends. You learn the technical objective knowledge in the universities and the schools, but in the Sunday fun classes, you have learned the values that you continue to practice in your life and grow. Practice the values mentioned in the Chinmaya Mission Pledge and grow to know who you really are. Gurudev thought through the whole education so well that you start as Bal Vihar, you start as junior chicks, Chinmaya Yukendra students, and then as you go to college, you become chicks, okay. And then after the age of 30, then you become Setukaris, the bridge between the youth and old age, and then you continue to be the adult sadhakas, okay, going on to even take sannyasa at the end. Our scriptures have guided us all through the years. In spite of the foreign invasion in India, this dharma and gnana has stayed. And we are thankful to all the rishis all through the years for keeping this knowledge, light of knowledge, live. And you are the representations, torch bearers to carry it along. So at the practical level, continue with for Brahmacharini Jyoti ji with Saturday satsangs that she is going to be conducting wherever you go. On Zoom, you can continue to learn with her, and she will be a good guide any time that you have any questions or problems that you can contact. And as you go to college and even the corporate world, after the college, Chinmaya Mission will continue to be your friend, guiding you to live a productive life of happiness, contributing more than what you take. Wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Raghu, for the wonderful address. And yet again, a reminder that you're not done. This is just the starting of your spiritual journey, right? So hopefully you will continue, as Raghuji said, continue as chicks in your college career, college and beyond. Okay, with that, now we got a very special presentation that Neetaji has prepared for our graduates. So it's a nice surprise. So I'm going to play the video now.
It's hard. It's hard to believe we made it here. We put a lot of work in my first 18 years. Now I'm looking forward, not turning backwards to realize how lucky I've been. That you stood by me and let me be me. Held my hand when I felt weak. Through life's roller coaster, through the tears and laughter, getting here wasn't always easy, but we got here together. Remember those mornings when I wanted to sleep in? You let me know that school was more important. Yeah, you're sitting there wondering where time went. It feels like you just started this journey and now you're here, taking steps forward. Oh, and ready to change the world. You're strong enough to move mountains. I think you can. I think you can. And you are one in a million. So move ahead with confidence. You've got this. Your new beginning. Sometimes it's hard to start a new chapter, but just remember you're the author of your life adventures. You're gonna show us how it's done. Oh, for generations to come. You're strong enough.
Once again, let's give a big hand to Geeta. And Akshay, you do. Can you hear me? Okay. Akshay, you do look good with short hair as well. Okay. Now, I'm going to share a few thoughts about the students. These are really emotional moments for me. I wait for 3 years for this opportunity. So first of all, when they start with my 10th grade class, I always make one statement to them. Always remind them of that too. I don't call them kids. I call them young adults, right, when they enter my class. And in fact, I don't communicate as much with the parents. I expect them to communicate with the parents and tell what's going on in the class. I don't know how much they shared or told you, but trust me, they are very, very participative in my class. Always engaged, and as much as I teach them, also learn from them. I become a student when I'm with these fine youngsters. And also I had the good fortune of Srihari Muralidhar, one of our past students, joined my classes as well. That's one of the blessings of that were brought through the pandemic, is that he was able to join almost every Sunday and be able to share his learnings with these youngsters as well while learning from them. What do I learn from them? Let's talk about Akshay. The ever inquisitive. He's always there with questions on his mind, always willing to explore, always willing to bring up topics at times can be controversial, but he does bring them up anyway, without hesitation. And the desire to learn, that quest and the thirst for knowledge is something that you should continue to nurture. That Akshay will take you places. And by the way, get that laptop fixed. It shouldn't take 20 minutes to boot up sometimes. So, but really it's a joy and pleasure having Akshay in my class. And for those of you who don't know, he's very hands-on, very much into cars. And suitably enough, I believe you are pursuing a career in engineering at Kennesaw State. So let's give a big hand. And Shobini, what can I say? Always smiling. She always has that smile on her face. She lights up the Zoom sessions. I say Zoom because I think more than half of my interactions with these children have been through Zoom. So she always lights up and always diligent. My class always starts with, okay, what did you do, what's fun, what happened this week, and all that good stuff. And the next thing I say, what did we talk about in the last class? She's the first one to pull up the notebook and say, oh, this is what we covered, and always on top of things. So really keep up that diligence, Shobhini. I had a lot to learn from you as well in terms of keeping up the positive spirit and keeping up the diligence. And very much enjoyed having you in my classes as well. So with that, I won't take much time. What I like to do is to first recognize each of the students one by one. The way this is going to go is I'm going to invite the students so that the student will be recognized, and then ask the student to share a few thoughts of their own, as well as one of the parents to come and share their thoughts as well. Okay? With that, the first person to be recognized in the alphabetical order would be Akshay Kumar. First the recognition, and then you can speak. So, Geetaji has very carefully assembled some nice surprises for you in this gift bag. So, Geetaji, if you can step up and... Okay, I will do the honors. Yeah. You do? Let me read what's written here. Chinmaya Mission Atlanta. Akshay Kumar, graduate of the Chinmaya Atlanta Balavihar at Chinmaya Niketan. Congratulations, May 2022. And when did you start with Balavihar? Fifth grade? Okay. You're not done yet. Check what's in this bag. Show it to everybody.
So I can say, yo, it's food. It's a whole bunch of food.
That's the path of temptation. It's a test for you, Akshay. Okay, he picked the book. You'll be reading this every weekend. What does the book say? Advice to Students by Swami Jyotirmayananda. That's the book. Okay, awesome. What else do you have in there? Picture of Swami Chinmayananda ji. What else is there? I want the students to be inspired, so this is what you get when you graduate. So keep coming. You got chips, you got M&M, you got Hershey's. Oh my gosh.
Are you going to share?
This is Mahabharata interpretations. It's something you can play. It's an audio.
There's a lectures by Swami Swarupananda ji.
It definitely will fit in your card if you have. So, yeah, this is going on my keychain.
That's going on your keychain. That's great. Awesome.
Okay, let's do one more picture where you hold your flag.
Yeah. And a little something from me as well. Have you guys? Atomic Habits. And it's an easy and proven way to build good habits and break bad ones. That's the good.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, you can just put it there and then. Okay, now Akshay will say a few words. Don't worry, I'm keeping it for you.
Oh, I think it's too short.
Okay. So when I started Bobby Hart, I was like 5th grade. I think I had Nidante as my first teacher. There was like, what, 20 of us? Oh, you weren't even there. But there was a lot of us, and I thought like, oh, that's gonna be like the class I'm stuck with for like the next 7 years. I didn't even get stuck with them. But I remember my freshman year, we had, it was like 11 of us, and then that was it. And then my mom told me that I was getting one teacher for 10th, 11th, and 12th grade. And then when I saw it was Madhavunk, I was like, it wasn't like a disappointment thing, it was just like, it wasn't a disappointment thing, it was more one of them like, okay. Because I think my first interaction with Madhavunk was when I came back from my cousin's house and I didn't have any clothes to change, so I came in wearing ripped jeans, and I felt bad, but I didn't have any clothes to change in. So Madhavunk commented about my ripped jeans, and I was like, okay. But I was like, it's not my fault, I couldn't change into any of the clothes. It was either that or shorts. I mean, at the time, Mom was like, don't wear shorts, and I was like, okay. Like, I don't know why I can't wear shorts, but it seemed to be better of an option. But like, when I got Madhavunk as my teacher from 10th grade, 11th, and 12th, I was like, okay, he commented my ripped jeans. It's gonna be something throughout the class, right? But I was like, it was not anything throughout the class, like at all. And considering from 10th, 11th, and 12th grade, everything that I've learned in the class with Madhavji doesn't even just like apply like at school. It just like applies everywhere else possible. I remember, was it 10th grade that we had? I think it was 10th grade, or I think it was my sophomore year. It was my sophomore year. We had this, I had this performance at school, and I was playing my tabla, and I felt weird about it. It was gonna be the first time I showed like all my school friends that I don't know how to play tabla, and it would be weird. I'd be on the stage. It was weird. This is really weird. I didn't know what to do. So I came to class and I told Madhavji about it, and like coincidental enough, the lesson that day was like how to deal with anxiety, like for anything in general. And since like that same lesson, I've carried that same lessons from 10th grade to now. So I still handle that same problem or situation where it regards the same way I do now, or I did then. And it's been great learning under Madhavunk and Srihari and Shobani. It was cool hearing about Shobani's horse riding. I'm not even gonna lie, it was cool hearing about the horse riding. It was great. And then I think my favorite part looking forward was like storytelling. No, my favorite part was asking to go to Starbucks. That was my favorite part. We only went once. I wanted to go back, but we never got to go back. But it was still great having Madhavunk as my teacher, even though he commented about my ripped jeans. And it was still great having. Oh wow. Right, but it was great having Madhavunk as my teacher from 10th grade. And then it was just a great like 3 years in general. I didn't see anything wrong with it. I always had fun. I mean, besides the fact my computer was broken for like half the time. And it still is. So like if we have like another Zoom session, it's gonna take like 20 minutes to log on anyway.
So start at 1:40.
Yeah, I'll get on at 1:40. Even if he tells me like the time, I'll still be late. Like that's just how it's always been. I remember we had it was like last week. We were supposed to come up at like 2 o'clock. I ended here at like 2:20. I've always been late. I mean, it didn't matter much, I don't think. I still made it a fun class. Still great. Thank you. Even like in 10th grade, like for the first couple of, it was our Zoom sessions, he would notice I would be late like a couple minutes, and then I had to explain, I'm like, look man, this computer's just not working with me. I really don't know. I think he kind of gave up at one point, so did I. But I still had a class, and I still did have a notebook. I just didn't take it out as fast as showed me and answer the question. I still had a notebook. Thank you.
He was actually always very diligent. I can probably count on my fingers how many classes he missed. Though sometimes 20 minutes late. All right. With that, he also reminds me of my short stature after he took the mic and came back. So, with that, I'd like to invite his mother, Priya Kumar, to say a few words as well.
I'll bring that too.
Sure. Mom and Dad.
Nobody sees that, but that is always the constant driver. Just in case I was going to cry, I wrote my speech out. Hariom, everyone. Let me start by saying Happy Mother's Day to all the devoted and dedicated mothers that comes here every Sunday. With sleepy children, tired children, it doesn't matter. We still come and we still bring the children here. So Happy Mother's Day to all the dedicated mothers. I would like to extend my gratitude and thanks to our Acharya, Dr. Raghuji and Geetaji, for your continuous dedication and hard work towards this ashram. I would also like to thank our very own Swamini for her teachings and guidance that she provides to us and our children. Akshay, the day is finally here. Akshay made it to graduation. Woo-hoo. I'm very excited to say thank you to all his teachers for taking your personal time to teach my child. Madhavji, a special thank you so much for caring and for sharing your knowledge with Akshay. At this point, I would say when he first started, I am sure you looked at him and says, I think I have a challenge on my hands. And I would ask him every week, how was class? And I hear the same thing, okay. It was very informative on his part. There was nothing informative about him. It was just, class was okay. I never heard about it 20 minutes late. Before I continue, I want to say, standing here, I'm the only Guyanese on the Western Hemisphere, and now I have so many on my side. But on May 5th of 1868, the first Indians arrived in Guyana from India, the first immigrants. And so 184 years later, actually sitting here, fourth generation of Guyanese Indian, and learning. And to see that. So, having said that, and to witness him graduating here today, it's extra special for me. So congratulations, Akshay. I am proud of you for finishing your teaching at our ashram. You have dedicated 2 hours every Sunday, or most Sundays, to attend classes here. Sometimes it was willingly, and other times, well, you had no choice, you just have to go. And yes, please bring your tablet. Yes, you will be playing your tablet today. I wish you well in college and in your future studies as an engineer. But as you walk the path in life, always remember to pray and have devotion to Bhagwan. Always ask yourself if what you're doing is dharmic or adharmic, and you know what the decision would be. You were taught by some of the very best teachers here, and I'm sure you will always make the right choices in life. Thank you for being a great son. Congratulations.
Congratulations, son. All the best in the future. keep up the good work. I'm going to hand the keys over to you now because you graduated, so you're going to start driving her. Come over here now, so I can get the extra sleep on Sunday. Okay? So congratulations to both of you guys. All the best, and keep up the good work.
Thank you so much. Always a joy to hear moms talk about their sons. So with that, we transition to the next graduate, Shobhini Palaniappan. What it says here, Chennaya Mission Atlanta, Shobhini Palaniappan, graduate of the Chennaya Atlanta Balavihar at Chennaya Niketan. Congratulations, May 2022. And when did you start with Balavihar?
2012, I think.
2012. Very special gift from Geeta-ji. So it's exactly the same thing that Akshay got. No more or less candy or chocolate. And here's one for you, from me. Once again, Atomic Habits for her as well. So you can. Oh, okay. Thank you, Shobhini. I was jealous with all the mothers getting all the flowers today, so you made my day. Thank you. With that, Shobhini will say a few words.
Hariom, everyone. Thank you so much for being here today for me and Akshay on this beautiful day. So I just wanted to share a little bit about my experience with Balvihar. So I started in 2nd grade at the Hindu temple, and back then Balvihar for me was being forced to wake up early in the morning and an abundance of story time. And then there came a time where I started thinking, well, I'm a good student, I do my prayer every day, and I know the difference between right and wrong, so why do I have to go to Balvihar? Basically, I thought I knew everything, but then I realized it was only when I continuously started to attend classes, with some pushing from my mother, that I realized how wrong I was. I didn't even know a fraction of the knowledge that I gained from Balvihar. Yes, I knew how to do a puja, but I didn't know why I was doing it or why it was important. And so I began to appreciate all those days where Geeta-ji would sit up front and she would explain to us each step of the puja and explain to us why every little step was important. And it was little things like that that made me so grateful for those classes in Balvihar. And going to school where I was one of the only Indians, it really made it hard to connect with people that shared a different culture and different values. So coming to this peaceful environment and praying and singing bhajans led by Uma Auntie and Sumati Auntie, I just felt a big sense of belonging, and it helped me build a strong community with my Balvihar family. And in my classes itself, it wasn't just Madhav Uncle lecturing us the whole time. We had a discussion where Akshay and I, like, Madhav Uncle, I'm so grateful to you for always treating us like the young adults that we are. And there was so much respect going both ways. And it was just such a safe environment that he fostered that. And he always reminded us, whatever we say in this classroom, whatever we decide to share, will never leave. So thank you for that. And I'm so grateful for Bal Vihar because a lot of people start to question their existence as they go through life, and they may never get those questions answered. But I'm so grateful for Bal Vihar for giving us those answers at such a young age and at a level where we can understand at where we are right now. So I urge you, all you youngsters, to persist in attending those classes, and you'll realize that this family is so supporting, and they're there to uplift you both spiritually and mentally. And to our acharyas, Dr. Raghuji and Geeta ji and Jyoti ji, thank you for fostering such a blessed environment. And to my teachers from all the years, Srimati Auntie, Rani Auntie, Shivani Auntie, Madhav Uncle, of course, and Jyoti ji, thank you for guiding me through this journey and for your unconditional support and love. Hari Om.
Thank you so much, Shobhini, for sharing those wonderful thoughts. And who could imagine this girl can talk like that, right? Very well said. Now I'd like to invite Shobhini's parents to come here and share a few words as well. And their sister, Nehantini, if she's open to you. I'm not going to force you.
Hari Om all. Like Priya ji said, I also had to write because I have a tendency to cry for any graduations. So this is emotional today. But first, thank you for today. I always have found the pujas that's done. It's always so beautifully done. To me, this is more meaningful than the graduation they have in school. It just has a very personal, like a blessing. Everything comes so deep within that it's just so beautiful. And congratulations again to Akshay and Shobhini. You all have worked very hard for today. And we can't believe our second daughter is graduating today from this beautiful mission. Now, now Shobhini is a very mature child. She's very organized, very disciplined, and she always plans for what needs to be done. So because of that, I don't have to do much with her. She plans for the day. Now she's been in Bal Vihar from 3rd grade, and she's been in part of many Bal Vihar activities, especially she's been in Gita chanting before. She loves the CMA mission, the Labor Day camps. The reason she loves it is because she sees her friends in a different way, she gets to play with them and all, and also because she loves to listen to the lectures that's done there, and then the fun fire camps and activities there. Now to us, Bal Vihar provides such a balance in life, and like Shobhini said, when there's so much to cope in school, Bal Vihar brings in the balance. Shobhini has wonderfully benefited from that for sure. And I've realized this when there are discussions in school, especially about Hinduism that is very generic and sometimes even misleading. These kids are able to bring up what they have learned in Bal Vihar to school and have that discussion going on in class. For that, we both thank the Chinmaya Mission for it. Recently, Shobhini had a conversation with me. Something about prom came up, and in that discussion, she said something so deep. And I looked at her and I said, I am so glad that you're so grounded, and do you know where this is coming from? And she looked at me and kind of looked for a while, and she said, what, Bal Vihar? And I looked at her and I said, it is Bal Vihar. You know, it is. Again, I'm just so grateful for that. Because these are things that it doesn't have to come from us as parents, but it just comes so beautifully from this bigger family that we have here. And for the same reasons, like what Priyaji has said, we really encourage all parents who's listening today, your young ones, to continue putting your children in the mission, because we would love to see you benefited just like what we have. Pani and I also take this opportunity to thank Raghuji, Geetaji, as our acharyas, Jyotiji, who has so lovingly supported these high schoolers from time to time, all teachers, last but not least, Madhavji. We thank you so immensely, because especially when the pandemic hit and the children had to be home, you really brought the connection to these children. I thank you very much. Thank you all.
Thank you so much. And as a father, I don't really give any advice. So the only thing I did was driving back and forth most times. And she's being a teacher, and that's of course she's been, shopping in Krishna here. But it's wonderful experience. On father's side, I really didn't do anything much other than I didn't even kind of got into CMA mission. CMA mission kind of found us. So it was so blessing, and thanks so much for the teachers and Raghuji and Geetaji. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much again, parents, for sharing those wonderful thoughts. With that, what I like to do is, it's always very special when we have the past students show up. So I like to invite one of our past students, Anubhya. Once a student, always a student. I shouldn't say past student. So Anubhya to come up and say a few words as well.
My name is Anubhya. I graduated last year, and I had CMA as my teacher through 10th through 12th grade, and it was one of the best experiences of my life. I initially started Bobihar at CMA Alpharetta, and I've been there from kindergarten through 7th grade, and then schedules didn't work out, and timings didn't work out, and my mom was like, there's CMA and Niketan, you're continuing Bobihar, you're coming here. And that change was definitely different. I missed all my old friends, but the family that everyone describes here is so true. The people and the friends that I made, I love connecting with people from my class. I think after my graduation, we went downtown and got milkshakes, and that was such a happy day. It was oh, Bobihar is full of fun, cool kids too. And so I moved to Ohio after for college, and that was definitely a big change, very cold, very far from my family, and days can definitely get hard because you're surrounded by people who are definitely different from you and come from different backgrounds. But having Jyotiji there every Saturday at 10 a.m., or not every Saturday because I'm lazy, so I would miss a lot of Saturdays, but the Saturdays that I could make it to, it was insane how her lessons always connected to her life. So something about Ohio is it's cold, always. My mom would tell me, every time I called her, she's like, you need another jacket, I found this sale, I'll get you a longer one. And it'd be April, and I was still wearing my jackets. And I think Jyotiji had a class talking about how you have so many different, 5 layers of personalities, and when one of them goes out of balance, your whole day gets thrown off. And she talked about how when it's super cold, she'll say a prayer or something, and it'll make her day so much better. And I had such a tough week that week. I didn't know why. I called my sister. I was like, Amy, I don't know why things feel really off here. I'm not happy. And she was like, transfer, come home. And I was like, so no, I'm stuck here. But I remember Jyotiji gave that advice of listen to something spiritual. So I listened to Hanuman Chalisa on my walks whenever. I was like, I look so dopey, what is this? I should be cool, strong. But that was such helpful advice, and it made those last 2 months so happy. Or Jyotiji would talk about food and how that impacts your mental health, and how it goes beyond what you know. And it's always crazy how ahead Hinduism and our scripture is in science and how it applies to our daily life. So my advice would be just stick with Chick. Even if you come once every 2 weeks, Jyotiji is so welcoming. She'll always introduce me with a smile, be like, hi, how are you? Never shame you for being lazy and sleeping in. So, and I see Shogni there or Neha there in class, and it's so great just to see familiar faces and people that you grew up with or saw around just Sunday school. So Chick and Bobihar Niketan is definitely a lifelong family, and I'm eternally grateful for all the lessons I've learned and will learn. Thank you.
So beautiful to see these youngsters continuing their spiritual journey even after graduating. So thanks for sharing those thoughts, Anuja. Next, I'd like to invite Acharya Raghuji to talk about a very special couple. I won't say anything more, but let Raghuji do the honors.
Hari Om. May I request Vijayji and Neeraji please come to the front. While they come, just want to say a few words of the wonderful couple. Vijay Nikore and Neeraji have been with us in the CMA mission since we almost started the Quinnet County Bal Vihar in Barkmar High School. I got to know them at the Vedanta Center of Atlanta. So they have been students of Vedanta for a long time. And when they learned about the Bal Vihar, both of them got so excited like children, said, hey, you want to come, you want to teach. So, almost from 2010, both have been part of the mission, though they had no small children like our other teachers. So, all your children became their children. So they became like a weekend grandparents here. And not only they were teaching the Bal Vihar, they were also teaching Hindi, the language for the children, every Sunday. So thus they dedicated every Sunday to our children. I don't know how to express it. The intense desire to teach that was in them that I cannot explain. The love for India and the Indian culture ingrained in them was so intense that I have seen Vijayji carry the Indian maps to explain the states, talking about the culture, the various states, everything, so beautiful. So, not only they teach, but they have been the Vedanta students, attending the weekly classes and also the Gnana Yagnas and the camps. Neeraji stopped teaching a couple of years ago because of the health reasons, but now Vijayji feels that he wants to slow down because of his health. We are going to really miss both of them. Vijayji and Neeraji, please come often for all the festivals and the Gnana Yagnas. This is our home and we love you. shawl to keep him warm.
Now Neeraji and Vijayji attends Sri Ram Charitmanas class. Both of you. Hold one each. Oh, no, you can do that.
You are seniors, it is my privilege.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Sir,
Vijayji,
a few words of advice for children.
Vijayji, you got this soap, but you got to open it and show it what you got. Okay?
Oh, beautiful. We hold it for you. So, you can open it and see. Open it and show.
Vijayji, Gurudev's signature is on the box. Show the top of the box.
Okay.
And so you will never be away from our CMA.
I never will.
Top to it.
I never will.
Never did. Top to it. Show the top signature.
Words of advice for our children and parents.
I'm not used to speaking on the microphone, so if I'm not holding it far enough, let me know. First, with all humility, thank you. Thank you to Gurudev for this special day. Thank you to Gurudev for creating this mission for all, for the children and for the adults, for us all to be together. Not under this roof, but in this entire atmosphere that pervades around us because of them. Thank you to our acharyas, Raghuji and Geetaji, for making it happen over here. Thank you to Jyotiji so much that only she and I know. It's like a new spring, a new dawn over here. Thank you. And to the graduates and to the children who have attended my classes, to everyone, my thanks. I've learned from everyone every year. I got more than I ever gave, and that's the truth. What it feels like to be here is inexpressible. Words of advice, no different than what I said in my classes. And our classes together were not necessarily about India, its culture, its history, but they changed over the years so much, they became about our life. The life lessons that we used to talk about. very frequently. And as you graduate, there's no question in my mind that you'll be very successful. But also keep in mind what is success. You'll be all going to different fields, medicine. And I'm not only speaking about two of you, but my students over the years, 12 years. It's not about becoming a doctor or a lawyer or a professor or any of the fields. You'll be all successful in all those fields, but we have to make ourselves successful in kindness, in care, in compassion. That's what will really make us tell ourselves, was I successful or not? And in that regard, I want to share with you all a book that I told my students lately in the last 2 years, Tuesdays with Maury, by Mitch Albom. A wonderful book to be read not as a pastime, but as a life lesson about caring, compassion, knowing that your mind has limitations, just like any language has limitations. The mind has limitations. But your heart, your spiritual heart, has no limitation. So if you connect at the time of your need with your spiritual heart, it will give you the right answers. There's no question in my mind that when we hear our Bhagwanji surrender, accept, Bhagwanji will give answers. Gurudev will give answers to any difficulties we have. But those answers will not come through speech. They will come through silence. Your internal silence that you create yourself. The mind creates turmoil. But internal silence gives you the answers. And there's a difference between being connected and caring, as opposed to being successful in our profession, as in the world we are. Thank you. My blessings. Not today. I'll remember you. Thank you. And thank you all, every one of you.
Thank you for the wonderful gift. And I don't know. Vijayji, I second all the sentiments that you expressed. And we will keep coming. We will keep coming as often as we can and enjoy the beautiful spiritual atmosphere here and the company, beautiful, holy company of Gita-ji, Raghuji, Jyoti-ji. Thank you.
Thank you, Vijayji and Neeraji, for those wonderful words of inspiration. The answers will be found in silence, not in speech. So beautifully said. I'm going to remember that for a long time to come. Hopefully you will all too. And a lot of us are here fortunate enough that our children, including my own son, having gone through Vijayji's classes. So really appreciate all the service that you have done to Chinmaya Mission and to our students. With that, I'd like to invite Jyoti ji and all the teachers to come and stand here for the graduation song. And this graduation song, called Dikshanta Gita, was written and composed by Swami Tejomayananda ji. So, Umaji, you want to? Everybody can chant.
Rani is going to be our teacher starting from next August, so we have to give her. Yeah.
Everybody can come closer. That's good. That's good. Yeah.
Abhinandanam, Abhinandanam, Dikshantakale, Abhinandanam, 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 Dikshantakale, Abhinandanam, Udyamena hi Vardhate yashah, Kuru karma tvam सर्वदा ततः उद्यमेन हि वर्धते यशः कुरु कर्म त्वं सर्वदा ततः स्वस्ति वत्सदा शोभने पथि प्रार्थयामहे ईश्वरं प्रति स्वस्ति वत्सदा शोभने पथि प्रार्थयामहे ईश्वरं प्रति अभिनन्दनम् अभिनन्दनम् दीक्षान्तकाले अभिनन्दनम् 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 दीक्षान्तकाले अभिनन्दनम् दीक्षान्तकाले अभिनन्दनम्
Happy graduation.
Yeah, congratulations to the students. And I'll just give the meaning of what we just chanted, just so that you know what it means. Greetings and congratulations on your graduation and convocation ceremony. Success and recognition are achieved by diligence alone. Therefore, always remain committed to action. We pray to God to bless you so that you always walk on the path of goodness and nobility. Greetings and congratulations on your graduation and convocation ceremony. Once again. So with that, we'll come back again for them to cut the cake and all that good stuff. But with this, we'll transition to the end of the year program for the high schoolers. Where is Sumati ji? Okay. Yeah, you can come down and watch the program with the rest. So this week we will have the 9th graders, 10th graders, 11th and 12th graders sharing their presentations. And then as we head into next week, is going to be rest of the grades will be sharing their presentations next week. So don't think that we are done with today. So please tune in next week as well. Yeah, you'll introduce each grade and then I'll play.
now time for our annual day performances by our high schoolers. So we'll start with our 9th graders. They have titled their play, A Trial of Reincarnation. That makes me curious. I want to know what this trial is, right? So we'll see what they have come up with. This is our 9th graders with Srivani as their teacher, and we'll see what this is.
I'm Adi, and this is our 9th grade presentation. When my classmates and I were talking about our annual day presentation and what we were going to focus on, we were at crossroads. You see, we learned about many things this year, such as the 4 Varna Prasad, the Mahakavas, the 3 Ganas, and much more. In the end, we decided to mainly focus on karma and how it affects the cycle of samsara. We decided to incorporate these important principles into trial format. Now here's a brief introduction on the Yamadeva and Lord Chandragupta as they play vital roles in our trial.
complicated, so you tell me, how can I help?
How about we hold council? The gods want him in heaven, but the Suras want him in hell.
Yeah, that sounds great, then let's bring it on. So let's have a representative from each, and then let's see where that goes on from.
Alright, you and I will look at the 7 different outcomes in cases, and we'll decide if they go to heaven or hell.
Okay, that's fine.
Hi, my name is Albert, and I died when I was 30 years old. I made some mistakes. I did immoral things during my life. I cheated my way through high school, college. I didn't treat people right always. I was never really a violent person, but I was very manipulative. I did some things I regret, truly regret. I do wish to go to heaven, and I stole people's inventions, ideas, a lot of things that got me in trouble with them. One got so out of hand, someone killed me, and that's why I died. And even though technically I did do something wrong, I don't deserve to die like that and go to hell just because I did some bad things. Because everyone makes mistakes, and I made mistakes. I regret it, and please consider that.
Okay, you can go now. Next.
Hi, I'm Bob, and I was 45 when I died. I was really addicted to my phone, and whenever I always drive with my phone in my hand usually, and I was watching videos, and I actually killed 8 people in an accident, and yeah, I feel like I should go to heaven because even though I killed people, I still got killed too, and I was also in an accident as well, and yeah.
In your dreams. Okay, you can go now.
Sandy, I died when I was 35, and I died in my sleep of an aneurysm. I was the first person in my family to go to college, and I spent the rest of my life taking care of my mom who had dementia. So I think I deserve to go to heaven because I did do some bad things, but you're very noble, and I think I'm a good person.
Okay, you can go now.
Hi, I'm Mary. I'm a 25-year-old college graduate. I have a habit of lying to people, to my friends and my family to get out of trouble. One night I went out to a party. I snuck out of my house and I was found dead the next day. I think I deserve to go to heaven because lying to get out of trouble isn't as bad of a sin as killing people. Okay, you can go now.
Hi, my name is Nancy, and I died when I was 63 years old. During my free time, I like to plant flowers at my local library, and I recently retired so I could travel to Zimbabwe to help people out at an orphanage, but before I could do this, I died due to a heart attack.
You poor thing.
But I think I should go to heaven. I won't see anything like that I've done wrong, so yeah.
Okay, you can go now. Well, you didn't do very much.
I mean, you didn't cheat at every step of life.
Well, I mean, that's why we can send him back to Earth, so he can learn from his mistake.
I guess.
Okay, you can go back to Earth.
You're my man, you know. That was a really sick experience, and I really want to know how you did it and what you did, so I want you to come with me to hell. Boo!
Yeah, I mean, you were really careless with your driving and did kill 8 people, so yeah, you do need to go home. And I'm not going to take you to heaven either, so.
Alright, so me.
Danny, you're such a good person.
I still think she should be reincarnated as a tree, you know. She died in her sleep. It was such a boring life. I think she should continue being tortured with a boring life.
I mean, I think she does deserve to go back to Earth because she didn't really do anything bad.
Yes, as a tree.
As a human. So she could, like, live the rest of her life. Yeah, I don't think reincarnating her into a tree is really fair. So, we'll just turn her into a human again.
Oh, we're so boring.
Okay, you can go. I feel like you should turn into a spider.
That's way too good. She needs to be a cockroach, you know? Just like she was trampled to death underneath all those people, gotta have the same thing happen to her again, like a cockroach. You know?
I mean, you did lie, so I think you should go back as an insect. Cockroach, yeah. Okay.
You know, flowers are really smelly if you like the flowers, so I think you should go back to the flowers just to stop her from flowers.
Oh, come on. She should be a sannyasi on Earth.
No. Do you think she's supposed to be a flower? No. She's gonna go into Zimbabwe and she can give flowers that we give for children.
Okay, so we're just gonna send you back to the sannyasi so you can go.
Come on, man. I need to hear those stories. I love the screen between.
Hi, my name is Akash, and our full class has a few people we'd like to thank. Firstly, we'd like to thank Shirvani Auntie for being a wonderful teacher and mentor. We learned a lot from you, and we especially wanted to continue to implement our spiritual knowledge into our daily lives. We'd also like to thank Jyotiji for helping us expand our spiritual knowledge in our monthly sessions. We truly appreciate it.
Next up is 10th grade's performance. They are learning the Bhagavad Gita, the first 9 chapters, and so they are talking about how Bhagavad Gita is applicable even today, so many thousands of years later. So their title is Meltdown on the Basketball Court. Let's watch that.
10th grade presents Kritsai Gita. Arjuna is second guessing playing in the upcoming NCAA champion game. Tenth grade presents Kritsai Gita. Arjuna is second guessing playing in the upcoming NCAA champion game. He has friends and family on the opposite side.
Welcome to the NCAA Championship game. Today, the Barnabas and the Kourbas are facing off for the national title. Whoa, look at Arjuna. He looks really stressed.
Coach, I don't know if I can play this game. My ankle doesn't feel so good, and like these are my friends, my family on the other team, and I don't have a game day mindset. You know, I'm studying for AP exams. I'm not warmed up. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I would stop playing against your closest teammates and friends, but it's your job and your duty to do your best in this game. Everyone is counting on you. All your Twitter followers, all your teammates, everybody. You have to try your best.
Yeah, but you gotta be nice to me. These are my friends and family. I know I'm the best player in the league, but I gotta be nice towards them. They raised me.
Arjuna, listen, this is not eternal faith. It's kind of like the cycle of karma, trying to achieve. You have to try your very best in this game and help the Barnabas defeat the Barnabas.
I don't understand your theoretical stuff.
Player battles through the good and the bad thoughts in his mind and calms the inner turmoil using meditation.
Wow, the other team is actually good. Man, this is gonna be hard. I hope I don't embarrass myself. I don't even know how I made on this team in the first place.
Oh, man, you are so right. You absolutely suck. You should have never been on this team in the first place. No, don't listen to her. You are a very good player, and you have worked so hard. And you're very talented. Somewhat.
Wait, who are you guys?
Seriously, this kid? Come on, man, keep up. We are your ever-growing consciousness. Have you not seen this on TV and the movies? I'm the bad opposite. And I'm the one you should actually listen to, the big conscious, to help you get on a higher level. Man, shut up. You can do this. Come on, you can do it.
Can you guys be quiet? I'm going through a crisis right now. You guys are supposed to be helping me here.
Right, okay. I want you to take a deep breath and focus on your senses. Remember that time in 3rd grade when you tripped over your shoe and you dropped your lunch everywhere and everyone was staring at you? Or that time in 5th grade when you peed your pants? You have to get the milk incident in 7th grade.
Why did they bring all that up?
Yeah, just don't listen to it. Those things did happen. They happened in the past. You can't change that. So you have to accept what happened and look forward. These next few hours are yours to decide. Just meditate and do.
Okay, I trust myself. I'm my own friend and not my peers. Why do I keep remembering all these embarrassing things that happened when I was young?
It's okay. Things did happen, and even though you don't but you just have to accept that they happened. And keep moving forward.
But it's so hard. Won't meditating be useless if I just keep remembering all those things?
Well, you're right about something. The mind is a hard thing to control, but you have to remember, any meditation that you do, it won't be useless. It always matters. You just have to keep practicing and move forward. Like someone great once said, just keep swimming.
I'm not a good swimmer, but okay, I'll focus and believe in myself and believe that I can do it. Okay, I want to try to focus again, and I need you to shut up while I try to meditate.
Not that I care anyway.
Hey, I think I can actually do this. I'm gonna go up there and totally obliterate everybody.
No, you won't.
Arjuna learns that complete faith in Bhagavan leads to a championship victory.
Oh, my knee! Come on, someone help me! It hurts a lot!
Arjuna, what happened to your knee? Are you okay? Oh, it's a bird! It's a plane! No, it's Jyoti-ji!
Oh, no, don't apply it. It's gonna make the pain even worse.
Arjuna, what happened?
No, I can't even move my knee. I think my basketball career is over.
Oh, let your coach help you.
No, she's just gonna make the pain even worse than it already is.
Arjuna, you have to let your coach guide you. That's what she's here for. Sometimes, people are acting mysterious ways.
Alright, I guess since you said it, I'll let my coach help me this time. Wow, that actually helped a lot. The medicine healed my knee so I can actually play. My basketball career isn't over.
If you don't do better in this game, no big teams will be able to draft you, so you have to do what I say in order to win.
Arjuna, don't pass it to Nino because he's gonna miss.
Nino, here, take your ball.
Arjuna, don't pass. Arjuna, don't pass still. Keep going.
You really turned the game around there at the end. How did you do it?
Well, simple. I just trusted my coach and I just did whatever he told me. Yay!
Next up, we have 11th graders, and they continued with the Bhagavad Gita from chapter 10 through 18 this year, and they are here to talk about how Gita is the spiritual and ethical compass for everybody. And their title is Keeping Up with the Convictions Again.
Where's the idols? All I see is a screen.
Guys, don't worry about the idols. You know, this isn't the way, the lighting's horrible. I need some good Instagram photos. Come on, y'all, let's pick up the pace.
Okay, you help this one move now. I'll check on the notes. The lighting literally doesn't matter.
Hey guys, thank you, okay, alright? There's some donuts, there's some lemonades. Please enjoy yourselves and make sure to post Kai's Lolly Party when you post, alright? I watched, by the way, to let you know if you guys want to change it, alright?
This party is clearly medical.
Yeah, it's really good. Where are the setups and everything? Hey Kai, where's the setup?
Oh, I couldn't find anything on Amazon, so I just have this really cool projector with the surround system. You guys should enjoy it.
What's up, everyone?
Did you guys all you got married? Yeah, like, no, it's relevant to you.
This party totally worked on my appetite. What are we eating now?
Hey, you guys want to go to Cheesecake Factory for dinner?
You're so down. But, like, where's the prasadam?
Oh, wait, I actually have some prasad. Hold on. I'm the best prasad. I have some donuts. Good donuts.
Okay, guys, I think we have to go to another Diwali party, so we'll see you guys later.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Really good donuts.
did everyone's Diwali go? Did y'all do anything fun?
Oh yeah, I went to Kai's party. It was fine, I guess. We got food at the Cheesecake Factory, but I was disappointed that there wasn't really a puja.
Kai's party was so fun, and I just got to chill out on my phone and watch the puja on the TV. Doing pujas is boring. I also got so many compliments on my outfit that I spent 4 hours putting together.
What? Seriously, Sonia, you should have called me. My mom made me stay home and made me do puja stuff. I felt like I was living in the time of the Mahabharata or something.
I went to both of their parties. Meghana's party was cool and all, but Kai's party was so chill. All I had to do was watch some of those bhajan songs on his new 4K TV, and I got to tell my mom that I went to the Diwali puja, and the food was so good.
What? I need to go to Kai's sometime.
But Kai could have had such a great puja if he really cared about the festival and not the decor. Shreya didn't have much, but she made an effort to make delicious homemade food to offer and made 2 sweets for full devotion.
To be honest, I got so bored at one point. All Kai talked about was how many sweets they got and how expensive his new 4K TV was.
Wow, that sounds so annoying. Maybe it's good that I was with my mom.
Hey, but Kai's Bollywood playlist was like totally dope. I had so much fun dancing during this puja.
Lily's the one fair. I hate being sick.
Seriously, Aditya? A Bollywood song is so inappropriate for a Diwali.
Whatever. As I said, budgets are so boring anyway, and I'm glad I got food at the Cheesecake Factory. And Askia isn't wrong. Bollywood songs are dope.
Yeah, whatever, Sonia. I feel like I was more busy making sure my outfit looked nice and taking pictures because Kai said it would be a grand puja, but he didn't even do a puja. We just watched one on the TV.
You guys are all missing the point of Diwali. The purpose of Diwali is not to flaunt and show off what you have, it's to do puja. And you'd rather spend time doing puja than lazily like spending time at a party. You can party at any time. And plus, Shreya made sure that her puja was worthwhile, while Kai just used it as an excuse to show off what he has.
Oh dang, I didn't think about it that way. I guess I let my Rajasic tendencies get the best of me. I just love cheesecake too much, but I should have controlled my desires.
Okay, fine. I guess you have a point. Kai was showing off a lot, and Shreya's puja did have a very nice atmosphere.
Yeah, I guess Devki does have a point.
Yes, totally.
I don't understand. I thought my party had everything. You know, there's so much food, decorations, and I even had that really cool new projector. I can't believe people weren't impressed. Why do people like your party better?
Well, we both worked very hard on our pujas, but I think you focused on all the wrong aspects.
Well, what do you mean by that?
I mean, you focused more on how your party looked and impressing people rather than focusing on the budgets or having a lively atmosphere where people could go to celebrate.
But I thought the expensive food and taking pictures would help bring a fun time to the guests.
Homemade food can be just as good as restaurants. It honestly doesn't matter. As long as you have to do it with good intention, chanting bhajans creates a different atmosphere than just observing them on the TV. Sometimes it's not as much about how much money you spend on a party or how good you look, rather the friends you spend time with and the memories you make.
Oh, okay. So I see why people like your party or your puja better then. I'll focus on the decor and the decorations and the glamour, which made my party feel fake and artificial to the guests, I guess next time I'll try to focus more on the actual puja and creating a welcoming atmosphere.
Yeah, that's great. Maybe next time we could host a Diwali puja together.
That would be awesome. Yeah, then maybe I can get to experience more authentic puja too.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah.
All right, now we are at our seniors, our honorees of the day. So we'll be looking at the senior graduates class annual day program with Akshay and Shobini, and their they have learned this year. Krish and Arjun, here comes.
Hari Om. Welcome to the 12th graders annual day presentation. This year our 12th graders learned about Bhagavad Gita, its lessons, and how to apply them in our day-to-day life. They want to bring it to life in the form of this short presentation today. In this presentation you'll see two characters. Krish, she's been a lifetime Balavihar student and about to graduate from high school. And Arjun, who had never been to Balavihar but a very good friend of Krish, and he is faced with a moral dilemma. So Krish invited Arjun to come to Balavihar so they can discuss the challenge that Arjun is faced with and what advice Krish can offer. So let's see what happens.
Hey Arjun, how are you?
Hey Krish, what's up?
Oh, please take your shoes off. Thanks for coming today. It's very nice to see you.
Yeah, this is nice. This place is pretty nice.
Yeah, I thought we could catch up here and introduce you to this wonderful environment.
Okay.
So, tell me, what's up? What's been going on with you?
Nothing much. Just gotta, because we graduated in like 2 or 3 weeks, you just finish up some classes, assignments, tests,
I know.
applying for colleges, and setting up transcripts and stuff.
It's pretty stressful, but it must be exciting. Learning about the future, trying to figure out where you're going. Have you decided anything?
I wanted to go major in education because I wanted to be a teacher.
Oh, so what's stopping you? You seem kind of down.
Well, my family's like one thing holding me back from being a teacher.
What's going on with them?
Well, my dad wants me to go to business school. I don't want to go to business school.
Well, business school is always a good option. I mean, what's holding you back from that?
Well, my family's had the construction business for over 3 generations so far. Usually the first son takes over, which would be me in this case. But I've been teaching some elementary school kids recently, and I just enjoy that way better. So I'd rather go to school for education than for business.
Yeah, I understand. So your family's holding you back?
Yeah, I just don't know what to do about it. Or how to tell them I know where to go.
Maybe it's because your gunas are at odds with what's been in your family's traditions.
Oh. Well, what are gunas?
So, we have 3 gunas. There's sattva, rajas, and tamas. Sattva is more about those pure and noble thoughts that we might have, and rajas is more centered on passion and agitation for action, whereas tamas is those very inert, lazy, and impure thoughts that we might have. And as individuals, we all have these gunas in different variations. So I might have one guna more prevalent in me than you might have. And so that's what makes us more different as people.
Well, that sounds like an interesting psychological study. Well, you said my parents are conflicting with my gunas, or they're at odds. What does that mean?
Well, so as business people, it requires more rajasic gunas with a little bit of sattvic and tamasic tendencies. But I mean, obviously your father has a lot of rajasic qualities. But as you wanting to be a teacher, you may display more sattvic qualities. I mean, with a little bit of rajasic, of course, but how else are you going to command the attention of little ones? So this is where your family and you might be conflicting because your gunas are maybe more different than each other.
Well, my own brothers and sisters are more passionate about business than I am. So why do I feel like the outlier of the family?
So it's like I said earlier, I mean, we all think differently, and that's because of the different dominant gunas that are in each one of us. And so this is because of the different vasanas that we carry from our previous lives and the experience we have in our current lives.
Okay, this is starting to make a little bit more sense, but you brought up the topic on vasanas, and what exactly are they? How do you develop them?
That's a good question. Vasanas are those hidden urges within us that manifest through our personality. And so vasanas are created with our body, mind, and intellect contacting with the external world. And this is why it's so important to have a proper balance with ourselves and the outside world. And so the vasanas we carry from our previous lives also carry into our current lives. So because you and your siblings may have had very different paths in your previous lives, you're conflicting now in your current lives because your vasanas are different.
Oh, okay. Well, now I'm starting to get a little bit of a better understanding of myself in these things, but I mean, we've been friends for so long, so it's like, where did you learn this and how do you know so much?
Ever wonder how Krish knows so much to guide her friend Arjun when he's facing a dilemma? Well, she owes it all to Chinmaya Niketan Balvihar. Join now to learn all about spirituality, sing bhajans, perform pujas, visit the beautiful Rampal Vihar, and more fun stuff. Learn more on the Chinmaya Niketan website, and maybe you too can help a friend in need.
I can't believe I missed all that. Kind of disappointed now hearing about him going off to college.
Well, not to worry. You can always start your spiritual journey anytime. As I head to college, I'm going to be joining the Chinmaya Yoga Kendra. And after all, Balvihar is just not the end of the journey, it's just the start. So if you're interested in joining CHIC, I'll be glad to share the information with you.
Okay, sounds pretty interesting. Go ahead and send it over, Trish. Thanks for inviting me for your blog card today.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for coming. I hope to see you at CHIC meetings.
You probably will.
Wasn't that amazing? All of the programs, you know, we know as teachers, we've seen these kids come up with the script, put the, dialogues together, come up with the acts, and now they're even doing all the editing for all of these videos. They're so talented. They impress us. So thank you all the kids, all of those watching on YouTube as well. We'll see you all next week as well. We have more of these to watch from our Shishu Vihar all the way to 8th grade will be next week. But this was an awesome performance by all of our high schoolers. Thank you so much. And we love to see how you bring out those thoughts and conversations into your annual day program. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Sumati ji. And once again, let's give a big round of applause for all our high schoolers. And if you can turn the lights back on here. We're almost towards the end of the presentation, so now we're going to have the graduating students come back on again. And Shobini tends to do a lot of pledges in my class, so let's have Shobini lead with the pledge, and then we will have them do the aarti.
We stand as one family, bound to each other with love and respect. We serve as an army, courageous and disciplined, ever ready to fight against all low tendencies and false values within and without us. We live honestly, the noble life of sacrifice and service, producing more than what we consume and giving more than what we take. We seek the Lord's grace to keep us on the path of virtue, courage, and wisdom. May thy grace and blessings flow through us and to the world around us. We believe that the service of our country is the service of the Lord of Lords, and devotion to the people is a devotion to the Supreme Self. We live honestly and Oh, that's sorry.
We know, you're very excited. Okay, I don't know if I mentioned it. I mentioned about Akshay. Shogini is going to study neuroscience at Georgia Tech. So once again, congratulations to our graduates. Let's do Aarti now. Umaji, if you can come and help us out. Yeah, take one. Yeah, you can stand there. Yeah, that's. Somebody.
रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। च मनसेन्द्रिये वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावात् करोमि यद्यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि। नारायणायेति समर्पयामि।
Hari Om. For those of you joining on YouTube, we really appreciate you staying all the way through. Now we transition to the cake cutting by the graduating seniors, followed by a photo session with them, and followed by dinner. It's kind of early, but dinner number 1. How about that? Hari Om. No, without the cakes first. So we're looking at Rani. Oh, really? Oh, you may need to. I don't even know what it is. She's the one who explained it. Something technical.
All the parents and all the parents. Priya, I want to join them. Yeah, the families. Because you were able to take pictures, right? With the teachers.
With the teachers and everybody, but we want just 2 of them also a couple of pictures. Because that will be going on the wall.
So Nita, you're going to take.
You know what we will do? Modern day, the teachers picture, and then Geeta can work with them, and just like in the weddings, they will just take a picture. Geeta, you just work with them, and then we will
Not right in front of the sign. Yeah, I made the natural. But I think we should do Hari Om.